The will does not avoid the probate process. All a will does is outline how you want your assets to be distributed. And so when you pass away, your assets will still have to go through the probate courts, which can take up to 2 years from the point of you passing away to the point of your kids taking over ownership of those assets. Also, because they are going through the probate courts, it's very likely they will have to hire a probate attorney, which can cost them $10,000 to $15,000, depending on the complexity of your estate. If people are contesting your will and the probate process, or the experience of that attorney. So a couple of ways that you can avoid the probate process. If you're thinking only about your property, you could do joint tenants or rights of survivorship. You could do a ladybird deed. You could do a transfer on death deed. Those will all avoid the probate process and go directly down to either the co-owner or the designated beneficiary. For your financial accounts, like your checking, savings, investments, life insurance, etc., you can name designated beneficiaries on those accounts. When you pass away, those assets will automatically go down to those designated beneficiaries and avoid the probate process. If you want to put all of your assets inside of a revocable trust, you can set up rules and conditions on how those assets should be managed and distributed. So as an example, if you have a surviving spouse that you need to think about, it's very likely that you are the one who is into the finances and setting up the trust and all of these things because you're the one watching this video and interested in it. And so your spouse is likely not. And so when you pass away, they then have to figure out how to handle all the finances and manage all the assets on their own towards the end of their life. It's very likely they don't feel like doing that. And so you can put the assets inside the revocable trust, have one of your kids be the trustee, and manage those assets on behalf of your surviving spouse. Take care of them and not force them to figure out how to manage the finances and the assets. And then when they pass away, those assets could be distributed out to your kids. That way, everything is much smoother. No one has to go through the probate process. Your surviving spouse doesn't have to figure out how to manage all the finances and assets when they don't feel like it. And then everything can go down to your kids after everyone has passed away. If you want help setting any of this up, click the link in the bio, fill out the form, and schedule a time to talk to someone on our team.